Well, that was a charming beginning. Right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the apartment with some spooky little people peeking. Right, this is the full version of a game of which we played that. Yes, hello, I can see you peeping there. Peeping, little Tom. Yes, we played the demo of this some time ago in a shotgun, I believe. Don't remember it having this funkalicious music, but it's got it now and it's royalty free, so honestly, what more do you want from life? Let's get the bloody hell on with it so that you don't have to listen to me yammer on. Good afternoon. I see he came for a big hug. I have not heard from my brother for a few weeks now, and I start to worry. I have decided to go visit him in his apartment to see if there is anything wrong. What a wonderful display of brotherly concern. I'm sure this will not end in evisceration. So, yes. I don't remember frightfully much from playing the demo, but I do remember it being halfway decent. I'm not sure how much longer this will be compared to the demo, but we will see. Not the best neighbourhood here, so let's just try to get inside the apartment building. I don't know. It's vaguely clean, he says, immediately noticing a load of rubbish. Oh yes, this is from that wonderful developer that writes the controls on the walls and the floors and sometimes the ceilings as well, which endlessly amuses me. And not in the slightest bit indulges in self-promotion. Right, yes, I'll accept that because you do make decent stuff. But never mind any of that rubbish. Yes, it's a lovely neighbourhood where people can't park in the middle of the bays and there's rubbish all over the floor. But other than that, everything's going marvellously. Right. Seems we do not have to pay if we're not staying here very long, which does seem a bit weird that you're only allowed to park here for 2 hours, given that if you live here, you're probably going to park for longer than that. Never mind. Let us speak to this barrier operator. Hello, barrier operator. You have a scary face. Hello there. Are you a resident or a visitor? If I was a resident, don't you think you'd just seen me before? I'm here to visit my brother. That's all. Don't know who that creepy mannequin behind him is then. Go on then. No funny business. All right then. I'll make a concerted effort to tell no jokes whatsoever, which I'm sure will be good because most of my jokes are appalling. Now, is this a landmine or a Roomba? I don't know. It's too small to be a sewer entrance. Left shift to run. Well, if it were right shift, I'd need to be a bloody contortionist to play the game. I don't seem to have a light, judging by the fact that pressing F isn't doing anything. Right mouse button to zoom. Indeed, with my telescopic retina. Marvellous. My telescopic retina, which seems to be able to make foliage grow at an incredible pace. Can I go through this door? Locked. Maybe the guard can help me. This, there's something I always think of when I play games with sort of dark, dirty alleyways, where it's all rather foreboding and oppressive. And I wonder if this is what it's like to live as a random denizen of Arkham City. Excuse me, the door's locked. I can just pop my head through the bars here. Terribly sorry to bother you, but the gate down there is locked. Oh, yes it is. Can't be too careful around here. Can't waste too much of my time either. There you go. I have buzzed you in. The gate should be unlocked now. Alright. Thank you. You're shockingly well animated, even though your hands do seem to be made out of mouldy bacon. But other than that, everything's fine. I see he has finished his takeaway and not finished cleaning up his very grubby desk. Don't worry. I shan't report him to the gods of guarding and cleanliness. Right, sorry, I mistook that bizarre shadow for the shape of a small horse. From the little feet, there is the body, and there's the head, somehow being suspended in the tree like a bloody pinata. There we go. And I'll shut it behind me because I'm a good boy. No, I won't. I won't shut it behind me because I'm not a good boy. However, I will, from touching it, make it squeak. Right. Not entirely sure what's up with that, but never mind. Let me stick my head in and rummage around this garbage. That sounds absolutely marvellous. Should we go into the infinitely dark alleyway, or should we not do that? Let me reverse into the infinitely dark alleyway so I can at least vaguely see what I'm doing. It's too dark here! Ah, right, I see. Our protagonist is a little slow to cotton on to everything that we were already rather sure of. Never mind. I must say I don't remember an exterior part in the demo, so presumably this is new, which is good. I like it when they put stuff on the front of the demo as well as on the end of the demo. Instead of just extending it longer, they put on more stuff at the beginning as well. I rather like that. Right, don't like all this garbage, but never mind. Can we go through this door? Yes, we can. Either that or we can slowly conk out from exhaustion upon trying to open it, as that is a task of Herculean difficulty turning door handles. Let's see. My brother lives in apartment 24. I see. That seems perfectly reasonable. What number is this? This is number 20. Can I peep? Actually, I don't think peepholes work the other way, but we won't worry about that. I thought there was some bizarre little window, like some doors I see, like, you know, you have the door and then you have like a little pane of frosted glass just above them, going up to the top of the, or to the bottom of the edge of the wall is what I'm trying to say. Top of the wall, edge of the ceiling, whatever the hell you want to say. I don't bloody know. I thought that's what that was for a moment, but no, I don't think so. I think it was just me being a big stupid face, as per the bloody usual. Right. And here we have a chair where someone has taken off their jeans. Yes, because if you want to go into apartment 23, then you must wait to be buzzed in, like waiting to go for a bloody doctor's appointment. And perhaps like some sort of doctor's appointments, you might have to take your trousers off when you get in there. Some sort of mischief's going down in 23. Is this a vending machine? Does it dispense delicious drinks? Bottle recycling machine. Well, this is a frightfully modern concept, and I rather approve. I'm not entirely sure what it's doing in such a grubby place. Perhaps we ought to put some of the grubbiness in here. Can I use this for anything? Do I have any bottles? I presumably have not been drinking on my way over here, which is probably a good thing. Right, apartment 24. And it's not locked. But, oh, giddy aunt, I was going to say it's ruddy dark in here. And again, some more jeans that someone has... Goodness, my brother's really let himself go a bit, hasn't he? Some more jeans strung up here. What is it with everybody taking their jeans off immediately? Giddy aunt. I mean, I know it's summer, it ain't that ruddy hot yet. I turn some more lights on. There we go. Who is ringing my brother? Perhaps work to ask where he is. Hello? Oh, no, somebody just crying in agony that they had to listen to my awful humour for a few minutes. Can't much say I blame them. It's in the basement, coming from the trees. What, the stack of leaves that you swept up? That seems vaguely reasonable. The creakiness of this floor is not marvellous, although I must say this is quite a decently large apartment. It's such a grubby place, I would have expected it to be a bit smaller than this. Not totally sure what all these creepy noises are, or why there aren't any lights in the middle of this ostentatiously long corridor. This corridor reminds me a little bit of the corridor from PT, actually. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Roots. Everywhere-y. Everywhere-y, yes. I mean, my spelling ain't great, but it ain't that frickin' bad. Excuse me, can I come in? No, I can't come in. I have been banished from that particular room. What about this room, which seems to have a washboard for a door? Yes, we can go in here. But it's so ruddy dark I can't see what I'm doing. I don't know if there's any light switches in here. I can't initially find any, so I'm just going to sort of rub my bum along the walls and inevitably turn the lights on in here later when I get a flashlight, and then realise that there's a demon in there, and I was just rubbing my bum on his face, which is a hell of a thing to do with your afternoon. Let's not do that. Oh, sorry. For a moment I thought this was some slightly wonky, but no, I think it was just a trick of the light. Right. Let us have a look at these sofas that look as if they've had an awful lot of blood rubbed into them, judging by the bizarre coloration. Right. Let's not even worry about any of that. Oh good, that's a tin can and not a piece of severed flesh as I initially thought it would be. I presume this is also the light in here. Yes it is. I should really stop assuming that these places only have one switch. It's locked. Well, fiddlesticks. Perhaps I can find a key somewhere. Seems to be some sort of perfectly reasonable television setup. I can't see a key, however. I can see some more trousers. My brother seems to own a lot of trousers. He doesn't seem to wear them very often, though. Is that a key? What's that? There's either that or it's some sort of shiny pen. I don't know. But I don't seem to be allowed to have it. There's just a statue up there. I wonder what that is. It's... I can't tell if that's a bum or not. Might be a bum. It's a good thing to have on a statue, I suppose. If I wander back, has anything changed or moved or exploded or moved to the other side of the political spectrum? Seemingly not, no. I couldn't open any of these drawers or anything, could I? No, seemingly not. What's this? This is a coffee cup. I thought it was a bottle of medicine at first. I don't believe that's the case. Was that box there before? I don't remember. Did I try going through this door? Probably. Yes. I could always go back and ask the guard again. I'm not entirely sure that would serve a great deal of purpose. Can I go back outside? I don't need to leave right now. Oh, good. A game that refuses to let me waste its time. That much I can approve of. I presume that's a little strategy the game is employing to sort of replace the models with lower res things when I'm not really looking at them, in order to reduce the amount of computing power required. I presume that is the branch of a tree. No, that's a corpse. In it. That's a heckin' corpse. Good. I like that. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I always liked little missable spooks in a game. There's got to be something in here. There's definitely something there. I don't know what it is. If I sort of click around randomly, I don't seem to be able to find any light switches, so I guess I'm gonna have to give up on that front. Don't go down there. Gonna make some sort of joke about abstinence classes, but we won't worry about that. What do we have here? Some spooky images, some scary faces. Hush. Somebody seems to be trying to escape from somewhere. Not entirely sure where. Oh, the key was right here under my nose the entire heckin' time, and I didn't realise because I was a dunce. Probably could have predicted this before we spent 13 minutes playing the video game, but never mind. That's a light switch, isn't it? You want me to walk through the valley of darkness so that I can reach the light switch on the other side, and then I'm guessing something's going to grab me from behind. I don't really want somebody grabbing my behind, but here we go. Everything's fine. Ah, finally, I've seen something which I thought was wonky, and turned out it really was wonky. Right. That's a bone, isn't it? That's a frickin' bone. Are you sure my brother isn't Ed Gein? Maybe there is something in this pot. I don't want to look now. Yes. Yes, what it is called trauma. And I don't want it either. Right, here's some pizza, some perfectly reasonable food that a perfectly reasonable person might eat, as opposed to this. Right, can I open any of these cupboards? Yes, I can. Well, I can open some of these cupboards. Can I open the fridge? No. That's a frightful shame. Oh, there was a light switch here I could have switched on, which wouldn't have involved me getting quite so frickin' scared. That'd have been nice. Squiffy tablecloth doily thing, isn't it? The door is locked. Maybe there is a key in here in the kitchen. Ah. Good, good, good. My favourite thing. Wandering around horror games trying to find tiny invisible keys. Always my favourite thing. Thank you for at least putting what I think is a femur back in the pot, instead of putting it down on the only clean surface I've seen since I came into this complex. Why is there a candle in a jar? I don't know. Should be the least of my freaking concerns at this point. I see a radiator, don't see a hell of a lot else. Ah! The bedroom! Instead of a wardrobe, we have a locker. Alright, I didn't realise things were so bleak. Right, oh, we do have a wardrobe, it doesn't have a door on it. Okay, right, never mind. Any drawers I can look through? No? Oh, that's a shame. I suppose it means I have to come over here and look at this then, doesn't it? And to think I left my shears at home. Never mind. You can't prepare for every eventuality, including another pair of mislaid trousers. You do have a wardrobe and a locker, my dear brother. You really ought to try using them once in a blue bloody moon. Can I open this? Yes, I can. Ah, good, and find occulty things. Ah, and now Gideon, and now I have light. Indeed. What's this? I don't know. This looks like the back of a DVD, and this I think might possibly be a reference to another one of this developer's games called The Book, perhaps, possibly. Can't really remember, if I'm honest. But never mind. It was all a very long time ago. Alright, now that we've got a light, I think we should be able to have a look in that little cupboard. Do you mind? I'm a little bit busy. I haven't time for watching television. I have things to do, and monsters to get eaten by. For crying out loud. The power went out. Perhaps there is a utility room in the hallway. Oh, I wasn't Dear brother of mine, how many times have I told you... That wasn't an integer. How many times have I told you to not slather yourself in salsa and then meander down a corridor? Right? It's not hygienic. Don't really... Ah, hello. Hello. You're a bit too shapely. Brother. Ah, it would appear I've died. Ah, golly, I've gone back to this bed. Is this... Oh, no. Is it... Oh, for goodness sake. You like punishing people for being stupid, don't you? Yeah, I know. Whimper and cry down my lug holes. I'm miserable about all the progress we've lost as well. Right, it would appear... And this may not surprise you if you've been here longer than 12 minutes, that I am a complete moron, have bollocked up everything royally. Yeah, so I will try and do this again. This will actually give me the opportunity to test one small question. Shut up. Was the key always here? Yes, it was. I was just being a big stupid face. That seems reasonable. Right. Let me try and rush this as quick as I can. Yep, here is the key amongst the dinner. Oh, giddy aunt. Do you know what that dinner reminds me of, actually? It reminds me of, you know, I can't remember what it was called. It was a horror game we played one Halloween a year or two back. It was also set in an apartment, actually. In the Soviet Union, I think, if I remember correctly. Do we have to, what happens if I don't go in here, actually? Yes. What happens if I do not observe the, Marinara Meanderer? What happens if I don't do that? Will I walk straight into them, as they were presumably coming from this direction? No. I seem to be safe. Right, I spy through the peephole. I should get the utility key hanging from the lamp in the closet. I see it's necessary that I observe right, alright. Alright, and if it's necessary, I'll do it. If it's a condition of my release, I suppose it's necessary. Best impress my probation officer. Here we are, this is what I want. Right, should we have a peep? Should I have a peep? Hello. Very pleasant, very cheery, very happy, my kitty aunt. Oh look, some bleach! Good, I need those on my eyes. Right, let's leave my dear... I'm frightfully sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt on your private bath time. Please, next time, don't drag me into the bathroom when I'm just trying to meander past. Ah. My brother seems to have put on some weight. Interesting. Interesting. Right. Bloody hell. Everything seems to be absolutely tip-top. Marvellous. I'm still not going back that way. I don't know how many more monsters we're going to encounter. There's another door down here that we could get dragged in before we actually get back to the hallway. But, we'll just see how it goes. Gonna get dragged in this one as well? No, this one's locked. What a bloody shame. It ain't. Ahem. Right. This time, everything is going to go absolutely swimmingly. I can feel it in my bones. I should know, I've had to touch enough bones today. Kitty aunt. I wasn't feeling particularly hungry before I played this game, but after seeing that bare bones meal, if you'll pardon the pun, I'm certainly not feeling any hungrier. Right. I don't remember seeing any kind of breaker box or utility cupboard or anything like that, but pull the fire escape. That seems like a good idea, although that would probably just activate the sprinkler systems, water the plants, and make the situation worse. I don't really know how this plant is going to survive, however, at least its photosynthetic elements are going to fail. Right, it would appear that some person was wearing one of those VR headsets, judging by this rectangle on their face, and then somebody decided to play a prank on them by drawing a pair of googly eyes. Well, I was going to say while they weren't looking, but if you've got one of those headsets on, I doubt you can see very much. I get the impression that's the bloody point. The exit is blocked by these strange roots. Indeed, if only I had some sort of fiery device with which I could burn them to bits. Sadly, I can't think of any such thing that might function in such a manner. Seems a bit weird that you need this many switches for each individual room. I would have thought you just have the one box with a switch for each one, but never mind any of that rubbish. What's that? Hopefully some rubbish and not some sort of discarded bit of flesh that fell off somebody. Power back on. Need to go back and run the apartment. Hello. Goodbye. No, of course not. Of course I'm going to charge towards this individual and probably get money. You know what? I might have just lost my bottle. Get out. Get out. Where's the door gone? Where's the door? Shut the door. Ah! Excuse me, that was a little undignified of me, but that was good. That was done nicely. You lulled me into a false sense of security for a moment there, and I kind of fun. And then I kind of ballsed it all up, but hey ho, never mind. I'm sure everything will go fine from now on. How about I have myself a little sit down? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Sorry about that, the cat was knocking over a can of Pringles on the side. There's enough spooky things going on around here already, Bib, without you contributing. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay. Why did I want the power on again? I don't really remember. Perhaps just to conserve lighter fluid. Oh good. Well, at least I don't have to find out what horror lies within that ROM. Let me wonder why that child's head is so large. Turn some more lights on. There we are. Deal with the polar bears and all that rubbish. Right. Well, I can't see the body hanging from the tree anymore, so that's lovely. That perhaps implies that the number of daily lynchings has gone down, which is good, because after all the appalling humour that I've done in the past 25 minutes, it's quite likely that somebody would do something similar to me. Can't much say I blame them. Right. I see my brother was just sick of the feng shui around here and decided to do some moving of furniture. Good for him. Well, I don't think we'll be getting back through there. However, it does seem to be pointing me in this direction. Ah, I see. My brother had a secret passageway hidden behind the cupboard. Alright, fair enough. Let us see what we find. I do remember, for some reason, my lighter don't work down here. Yes, along with my grammar. We won't worry about that. I do remember some graffiti on a wall a little while ago saying, you know, don't come down here. But here I come. What could possibly go wrong? Yes, that's like a stop moving at random intervals. One of the things I always like about the slightly pixelated nature of these games is that you see something that is undoubtedly horrific, and you know it's horrific because it's in an indie horror game, but it's slightly too fuzzy that you don't know what the hell it is yet, until you get a little bit closer, and then you begin to realise just how unpleasant this really is. This is absolutely charming. I should really get out of here and get some help. Yes, specifically some well-trained therapists. Oh, you won't even let me walk around the side. That seems positively sensible. I idiot. I guess I can't go this way either. No. That's probably for the best. Right. Time to get murdered. At least he waited for me to turn around. He had the vague sense of decency in order to, not get me in the bum. Hello. I may have been murdered. And now I've been spat out. I see. I was not tasty enough. At least my lighter's working again. Marvellous. Tremendous. Okay. You know, I think my brother's horticultural pursuits need to be reined in a little bit. And the lights aren't working, of course not. Ruddy power. Ruddy landlord not keeping the ruddy lights on. What do I pay my rent for? The answer to that is I don't pay my rent. Because this is my brother's apartment! Well, you don't need to tell me twice. Idiot. Just a bit of a cheap one, but undoubtedly effective. I don't know why it sounds so slimy. It's one thing plants generally aren't. It's slimy. Ah. Well. Darn it. Darn it. Okay. Open the door! Help! Maybe I should just catapult myself out a window. Actually, now that I think about it, oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. This is a sturdy-looking fire extinguisher. Oh yeah, most of them aren't made out of like sugar paper, for crying out loud. You can probably clock someone over the head with that. Now that I think about it, there was a window at the other end. Actually, it was more like a big fridge door, but perhaps I could jump through there. Perhaps I could use that to smash the window and then jump out. No. No. Alright. I presume that coming over here and shaking your hand would not produce a degree of cordiality between us. No. No, it seems that it doesn't. Alright. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do next, but I will, I'll wander around until I figure something out. You know, this would actually be, and now I realise this would be quite a creepy prank to play on somebody, because when they'd look out of their peephole, they'd only see that. And that would be a wee bit freaky. No one is here. I need to break the door down. Oh, that's what the sturdy fire extinguisher was for. I see. Can I have this? Yes, indeed. I should give it a right, good, proper thwack. Indeed. Like the police doing a drugs bust. However, unlike the police doing a drugs bust, those do seem to have collapsed as soon as I got in the door. Right. everything's going to be fine. Including this scary picture of Santa. Right, kitty out. And some perfectly ordinary looking photographs that seem far more reasonable. Oh, some crisps. Good. I was feeling a bit peckish. Running away from demons just made me so frightfully hungry. Hello. It's Astrid from the End of the Dark Brotherhood quest line. This is a very small cupboard. Ooh, a gas can. We could use it for burning something if people hadn't already been burnt enough. Oh my giddy aunt. Let's not worry about it. There's no way out. Let's see if I can get something to kill the roots. Right. Okay. I'm glad that we came in here, not even knowing if there would be an escape route. Not that there were many alternatives, though. Again, we could jump out the window, which would probably be less painful than sticking around here any longer. Alright, is this what I need the gas can for? I don't know, but I can't sprint anymore. I feel like I could do that earlier. Can I take the gas can? Presumably, I can use this. Let's pour some gas all over this apartment. Right. Let's do like a list, right? These are popular on this website. Number 3, least painful thing, jumping out of window. Number 2, second most painful thing, getting eaten by these vines. Number 3, most painful thing, burning to death in a gasoline fire. Okay, fine. Just pour this on my shoes, why don't I, to make things even worse. And we'll pour some over here on these little vines. There we go. And we'll burn this table so that no more alcoholism can occur on it. What else should we burn? Let's burn these clothes because they look very grubby and we need to get all the bacteria out of them. And let's burn these vines as well, which do actually seem to be the driest ones. There we go. Good. And we'll also burn the sofa because it's cheaper than getting rid of it. Oh no, that's not enough. Right. Explain to me what the bloody sense in setting fire to an apartment you can't escape from is. Oh, you are going to jump out of the window. Finally, a horror protagonist that actually listens to me. What will they think of next? Ah. How convenient, if admittedly rather stinky. Well, I don't know what I'm going to say to the guard. He told me not to do any funny business, and I seem to have engaged in arson. But other than that, I'm sure he'll forgive me. Oh, golly, run. Ah, yes, alright, fair enough. I don't seem to be able to go this way. Let's go this way instead. Ah, this is a bit of a problem. Is he gone? Yes, he has. Good, that was just a jump scare to slow me down. I see. They are working in tandem with one another. Which... What the hell happened? Fire escape fell on you. That can't have been pleasant. My kitty out. Which was my car? I don't remember. Maybe it was this one. Can I get in there? Can I get in there? Can I get in there? In the car. I have a horrid feeling we're about to see some horror. Yep. A wee bit of horror. Now, I know how this looks, all the dead bodies and the fire and the arsonism and me holding a little lighter. I know how this looks, right? I do, but it's not quite that bad. Oh, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life in prison.
Sir, drop your weapon, put your hands on your head, and get down on the ground. You are going to be placed under arrest.
I think I've done a bit of mischief. After the fire, the police did not find anything in the apartment related to roots or root monsters. They only found the charred remains of a man's body, later identified as my brother. Don't really know why they, Goodness, a shadow monster has come to murder me in my bed. Right. It would appear that I may have ever so slightly goofed up. Wouldn't be the first time, and I'm sure it won't be the last either. Goodness, that was very good. I rather enjoyed that. That was a good game. Yes. I think, I can't remember where the first demo ended. I feel like the first demo may have ended in the basement, where we saw that sort of trunk with all of the little demon creatures jumping up. Again, with this funky music. Is it going to take me back to the desktop? Yes, it is. I do rather wish it wouldn't do that. But never mind. That's weird. That logo didn't come up last time, right? Started the game up. Never mind. Yeah, speaking of just some more funkalicious music. Yeah, I think that's where the demo ended. So there's a good amount more to this, to the full game, both at the beginning and at the end, which are very much locked. And it was very good, quite spooky and quite enjoyable, and another good entry into the anthronology of this developer's games, all of which are generally very good. So that was rather good, and I rather enjoyed it, and I hope you did as well. And I apologise for screaming like a small child at various little spooks. I suppose doing these videos less frequently is going to lead to me losing some of my resistance, but never mind. I will attempt to thicken my skin so it is nice and barky, like the skin of the little demon creatures that we have to deal with every day. Thank you for not appearing and completely ruining the timing of my thank you of the little demons that we deal with. Right, that was rather good, and I rather enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. So thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and good night.